When I was 10 years old, I almost went blind. And thanks to acupuncture, I can say I have my vision. A voice calling from within our core.
What are we here for? We realize that our power lies
in how we live our lives.
and how we choose to show up.
So we choose to show up as rooted crowns, and this is our living prayer. Birth from the earth,
on a path to reclaim our name,
nature, ancestral medicine to heal our home. We sow this prayer in our bodies between many hands and upon our land.
In direct response to self-hate, forced scarcity, and climate change.
But it's simple for real. We plant food forests and concrete jungles,
inspiring youth to lead us out this struggle,
nourishing our bodies as living proof,
sharing all we do to amplify this truth.
Yeah, we documenting it all,
bringing it to you so you can feel this call in person, online.
Yeah, we standing tall, rooted crowns, let's rock with it, y'all. When I was 10 years old, went to a birthday party, and they took us paintballing. And, it's pretty kind of, for lack of a better word, it's a pretty grungy spot. And, the masks they were using were real big, and I was 10 years old, so it's my first time going. I just stuck the thing on my face. I thought it was fine. And I'm running through the forest as we're paintballing, and this mask is flopping around, gets caught on a branch, falls off my face, goes around my neck, and I'm in the middle of a crossfire. I get hit, and I didn't really realize what happened at first, and but I knew that this was serious. So I went back, and I was just like, I can't see in my right eye. What's going on? I got hit. My father picked me up, took me to the hospital, and they told me my eye was damaged, and there was damage in the cornea and in the iris. And I was in bed rest for over a month, and pressure in my eye was crazy. Like, it felt like my eye was gonna explode. And with that pressure, they said that I was at risk for glaucoma. And if anybody's unfamiliar with glaucoma can cause blindness and spread to both eyes. So it was a pretty scary time for me. I didn't know if I was gonna have vision in one eye or lose vision in both eyes. It was just, I was in pain every day, and they were giving me steroids and prednisone and all these different eye drops and drugs to kind of mitigate the pressure, and but nothing was working. It was actually making it worse. And so my mom, she had enough, and she had used acupuncture to help my brother when he was really sick with Crohn's disease and growing up. And so she took me to a man named Dr. Lee, and first session, I received the acupuncture treatment. I was terrified. I hated needles, and it was scary. I felt like every needle that went in was like super painful. I remember just being really stiff and not able to relax. And already by the second session, I was more relaxed because I had felt the effects already. It helped with the pain. Brought the pressure down in the eye, and within 3 sessions of taking the herbs as well as receiving acupuncture, my eye was stable. The pressure was back to normal. I didn't have my vision back in the right eye, but I wasn't at risk for glaucoma anymore. That was huge. That was really huge for me. Obviously, I dealt with being blind in one eye, or legally blind. I had some vision, but very little. Just kind of like I could see the outline of a person. It was almost like I saw a double vision too, but one of the doubles was blurry, and so the eyes would alter the colors as well. So one eye would see things with one color, and then the other eye would you waving to everybody. The other eye would see everything in a tint of another color. It could be purple, orange, blue. It was really I got a lot of headaches still, throughout my teens up until age 19. And 19, I actually had an eye surgery that replaced a lens that so I got to give thanks to modern medicine and Chinese medicine simultaneously for the state of my eyes. That experience with acupuncture exposed me to traditional forms of medicine, traditional forms of healing, energetic healing. So after that, I got into meditation at a young age, qigong, yoga, and it kind of started and catapulted my path as a healing practitioner, as an energy worker, as a massage therapist who works with the Chinese meridians, in terms of how I orient my work and how I see the effects, how I map the body. Definitely, acupuncture has been such a huge gift in my life. So that's why I want to share it with you, and that's why I made this episode. So check it out. Find an acupuncturist that you can connect with, that can work with you, and money shouldn't be the issue because there's community acupuncture spots popping up left and right, in most cities. So, look out for it, and hope you benefit from this video. And check out Jahi over here.
All right, y'all. So we here at Govan's Community Center, acupuncturist. We just had the most sweet drive ever. Pele didn't cry at all. Can you bring his bag?
You got a package there. Is this a package for me?
No, but it's sweet.
Hey! Oh my goodness.
He had the most pleasant car ride over here.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going somewhere peaceful. Look, Charlie, Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
I'd like to introduce to the channel Dr. Jahi Kalfani. We're standing in Govan's Community Acupuncture, and it's a spot I've been coming to for a couple of years, seeing Jahi for acupuncture treatment. And I just would like to ask Jahi to introduce himself, tell a little bit about the space, and just some of the benefits of acupuncture in his life.
My name is Jahi Kalfani. I'm an acupuncturist. I'm a graduate of what was formerly Thai Sophia Institute. I'm a master's in acupuncture. Here with the space here, we do what we call community acupuncture, which is an open space that's available to retreat several people at once. We work on a sliding scale fee also, so that we can help out the community. So we make acupuncture available to everyone in the community. It's just not exclusively to people that can pay a certain fee. Therefore, we have people that may not have access to regular health care. They're able to come in here and get health care in a special way.
Yeah, can you share a little bit about how you were brought to acupuncture?
Okay. I studied martial arts and taught martial arts for years. And as a very young child, whatever, I was exposed to acupuncture by reading. Not really was all that interested in it, but I think I logged it in the back of my mind. Was always into health and fitness, was a personal trainer also. Worked in the electronics field for a lot of years. At one point, I wanted to make a life transition. I actually opened up a magazine and saw acupuncture. Do you want to be an acupuncturist? And I said, that's it. So I visited the school that I went to, and that was it right there. That was exactly the path that I was supposed to be on, and I've been there ever since. So that was 2003 that I started at Thai Sophia.
That's really interesting because I always see acupuncture is almost like in the scope of healing practices and healing arts, the electronics field of the body. It's like
right.
It's
if you think about pathways, you can envision it that way too. If you think about the meridians that flow through the body, it looks very much like a circuit board.
Right.
And the energy flow that's going through the circuit board is similar to what we call chi in the body, which is the energy of the body that flows through. And when you have the electronic components in the circuit board, they actually redirect and manipulate the electrical energy in the circuit board, and that's what we're doing with the acupuncture needles. We're redirecting and manipulating the chi flow in the body to send it places where it needs to go, to drain it from places where it's too heavy, and making it flow properly for the smooth flow of chi in the body. So
a lot of the time when I'm feeling depleted, my energy, I'm burning it at both ends, and I'm, feeling it in my joints. And the time I came here, I received, treatment from Jahi, and I've been coming back ever since. It's been probably, I think, three, maybe 4 years. And Jahi, you're not the only practitioner in this space, right?
No, I'm not. We also have Mary Dillon. She's the primary practitioner here with the space, and we have Vivian Young Christensen. She's the third practitioner here also. So we're all here at different days of the week. The schedule is posted when we're here. We're always expanding. We're actually looking for other acupuncturists and practitioners now also. But that's basically it. We're here to serve the community, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah. And one thing I love about coming here is that, some days the place is full, and which is great. That means folks are taking advantage, and you gotta wait your turn. It's first come, first serve. And other days you come and you have the space to yourself, or maybe you and one or two other people. If there isn't somebody waiting on the table, they'll let you stay on the table. Oftentimes for up to an hour, over an hour, which is very different in most places. A lot of places, they'll take you off the table after 20 minutes, and they'll time it exactly like that. And I've always felt like 20 minutes was not enough time for me to really experience the session that I needed to feel rejuvenated. And oftentimes in an hour of rest on the table, with acupuncture needles can help me catch up on a sleepless night. If I got 2 hours of sleep the night before, I come in and receive an hour session here, I'll come out of that feeling rested, and which I always found amazing. The rest that I receive on the table is almost like a full night's rest.
The one thing I like to call that is yin time, and I got that phrase from being trained in auricular acupuncture with the NADA program with the auricular ear acupuncture. And yin time just refers to the energies of yin and yang. Chinese medicine looks at the Western world and the outside world in particular as being very yang, which is active, running around, never resting, and yin is just the opposite. It's going inside, it's resting, it's allowing yourself to heal. So that's what takes place in this space, is the yin healing time. Because unless we learn some type of meditation technique or Tai Chi or Qigong, most people don't know how to get there. And it's a very healing space. So that's one aspect of the acupuncture, where it brings you into that space and allows that healing to happen, along with the manipulation of the therapeutic techniques that we use.
Oftentimes for maintenance, I'll come here to acupuncture because it helps my work as a massage therapist and an energy worker with Reiki, and a practitioner of Qigong as well. Just, it fuels my practice, both as a healing practitioner and as a martial arts practitioner. So, I'm grateful, for all the work that I've received from Jahi. I almost can't put a price to it, but it's been so amazing too that no matter what situation I'm in, whatever I have at the time, Jahi's always accepted it. And just, there have been times when I wanted to give more than like their $40 cap max, and Jahi's always said, just put it to the next one. It's great that you want to give more, but keep coming back, and you know, whatever you have, come through.
Yeah.
Don't make money the issue. Just you know, come and receive the treatment, and give what you can give. If you can't give, think about the next one. And
Thank you for saying that, because I always emphasize, especially to new people, if you had something budgeted for acupuncture for the month, whether it's $5, $1, 25 cents, $40, just gauge that out for the month. If you want to come once or twice or 3 times a week, just divide that money up and say, I'm paying this much for that amount of time. And it all works out at the end. I mean, in the space that we're in, some people can pay a little bit extra, and that helps to pay for somebody else. Some people can't, and it all works out. It all works out. If it didn't work out, we wouldn't be in this space doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to see it being sustainable, because a lot of, I think, you know, places that run on that donation-based model end up not being able to pay for rent.
Right.
End up not, you know, at a certain point closing down.
Right.
You know, so it's been really amazing to see, you know, this space sustaining itself over the years and offering, you know, these services to the community.
So we're certainly glad to do it, and look forward to working with anybody who wants to come in. I kind of look at it as a partnership. One of my teachers always emphasized that when we're working acupuncture, we're not doing anything to the person, but we're actually working with you and flowing with what we're getting. And it's like we're working as a team.
Yeah, I always say, even in my, you know, massage sessions, like, I always thank a person for working with me, you know, and not like thank you for allowing me to work with you, not work on you. You know, it's a different perspective.
And I was always taught, whenever you treat, you get a treatment, and that always happens with me. If I'm tired, I come in, I give somebody a treatment, and I get the same treatment that they get, and I get lifted up out of it also. So it's a good thing.
That's why I'm in the healing arts field as well.
It depends on what kind of heart you're coming with. You're a giving person. That's usually how you are with. You want to do something to help people, and that energy is always good to put out, because it always comes back. That person gets to leave, and they put that energy out into the world also. So that's the most important thing. It's just to spread it around.
Well, thank you so much, Jahi. Thank you. You know. So much thanks to give over the years.
That you said that, I want to thank you too, because you taught me so much too. Like, I could write at least a couple of pages on what I've learned from you and what I've gotten from you. So it's a two-way street. So I thank you very much too. Thank you both.
Well, if you haven't already, come through to this space and come see Jahi or some of the other practitioners. I can only speak for Jahi, because I haven't received work from anybody else since I've started receiving from Jahi. It's like, when you find the right person, you want to stick to that person, because you build that relationship. And Jahi's a wealth of wisdom and knowledge, you know, not just in the field of acupuncture, but in life. And you know, somebody great to talk to, and you know, very nurturing energy. So, you know, I'm sure y'all already feel it, and but come experience it for yourself.
We're here at 5209 York Road. Govan's Community Acupuncture, Suite M13. So, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Zay. All right, y'all. Peace. You got something to say? This is my medicine right here.